What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. You guys know what we do here, man. We break down scary and creepy videos, man, on and on the web, from YouTube videos to IG Reels to TikToks. Anything weird you want to explain, you can find right here on this channel. Found this video for you guys today, man, so let's check it out.
School district that tried to ban the after-school Satan Club has not only just lost their court case, but they now have to pay a whopping $200,000 in attorney fees. The absolute battle between the Saucon Valley School District and the Satanic Temple, yes, that is their official name, has finally ended, and the school will now need to give the Satan Club the same access to the school facilities as other groups. The school also agreed to not retaliate or discriminate against club members, families, or volunteers on the basis of their viewpoints. In fact, the judge in the case ruled that when confronted with the challenge to free speech, the government's first instinct must be to forward expression rather than quash it. So the question is, do you think that the right group won this battle or not?
Dirty animal.
That's crazy, though. They had a Satan freaking club, after school club activity or something. I don't know if it was they say it was a club or what they doing that, but the freaking hear that the school was against it, man, and they try to ban it, I guess, because obviously, I guess you know why, but to hear that they lost and then they had to pay $200,000 freaking blows my mind, man, because they said they didn't want to squash, I guess, free speech. They didn't have to squash it, but maybe they need to like monitor it, maybe monitor, because I guess the stuff that they might be trying to get into, something like that, man, that's a really weird case, bro. And it just further perpetuates the theory of, you guys, you know how people, when they into the dark arts, dark things, whatever they into, how it can just affect everybody else, man. Tell me what you guys think, man, about that case. Did the school deserve to win or lose that one? Off the bat, man, we were on a freaking crazy case, bro.
Facts. That biology class definitely didn't teach you. Part 1. Diego. The unstoppable sex tortoise, who is 100 years old, lives on the Galapagos archipelago and has fathered over 800 tortoises. When a male anglerfish meets a female, he fuses with her body, donating his brain, heart, and eyes, pretty much becoming a pair of testicles dangling from her body. Hey, darling. Nice testes. In 1912, biologists had to cover up the first published studies of penguins after observing them being the literal worst. Male on male penguin action. Male on dead penguin action. Male on unwilling female penguin action. Oh, and action in exchange for pebbles. If Finding Nemo was scientifically accurate, Marlin would have just changed into a female clownfish and mated with Nemo after his mother's death. Nemo! Oh, and, fish don't talk, but more importantly, the whole changing into a...
That's freaking crazy and dark, bro. What the heck? Why would change it to a female? And maybe the freaking son? What the hell? That just freaking ruined my childhood, bro. I never knew freaking clownfish could do that or that type of ability, man. Like I said, when I watch these videos with you guys, bro, it's always expanding my mind, bro. Man. Tell me in the comment section down below, did you guys know that? You know, if we can find any more dark origins, bro. The true story behind it.
Really want to talk about this photo. A security guard at the Bryson Avenue Mall located in Virginia took this photo in 2011. It would later be turned into police, but the woman seen here was never found. For context, the security guard's name was Sean Mercado, and he worked the night shift at this mall. But the mall had been having strange things happening for like weeks. Like on after hours, there are store alarms going off, but nobody's ever found. They're hearing people run through the mall, but again, they never see anybody. Until one night when Sean Mercado goes out to have a cigarette, he's just kind of patrolling the parking lot, and he goes back to enter through the employee entrance when he saw this woman staring back at him from inside the mall. He takes a photo for proof, and then he radios for backup, and he goes in after her. He claimed to chase her as fast as he could, but he eventually lost her inside that mall. And despite a police investigation, she would never be found.
Freaking crazy, bro. When you look at that picture, man, that doesn't even seem real. It seems like that's looked like a freaking horror character, bro. The hell, that was an actual woman, lady, man, running throughout the freaking mall. What was she doing there that late? He lost track of her running through the freaking mall, but they hear that they never found her, man. That's really creepy, bro. I don't know what type of stuff they got going on through that mall, man, but I feel like they need to monitor that one, bro. definitely have to do some more freaking research to see if they actually caught that woman, bro. Running through the mall at night, man. People be crazy nowadays, bro. Tell what you guys think down below.
Crazy history facts that school did not teach you. Pablo Picasso could draw before he could talk, and his first word was the Spanish word for pencil. In the 18th century, there was a practice known as wife selling in England, where a man would publicly auction his wife to the highest bidder. The last king of France, King Louis XVI's neck was so fat that they had to drop the guillotine on him twice. In the Ottoman Empire, the Sultan's wife was only allowed to eat cucumbers if they were chopped. Pythagoras once drowned a student to death because the student proved the existence of irrational numbers, which contradicted Pythagoras and his cult's beliefs. Prostitutes in ancient Greece would put their prices at the bottom of their sandals so that they could advertise their services while giving them. Off more!
Creepy facts about your body you're gonna wish you didn't know. When you go down a drop on a roller coaster and you suddenly feel your stomach drop, it's not just you feeling nervous. What you're feeling are your organs actually moving. Have you ever noticed that an older person in your life seems to have very long, large ears? That's because your ears will never stop growing. Across your lifetime, you will spend an average of an entire year just sitting on a toilet. When we see brains outside of the human body, they usually look pretty solid, but your brain, while inside your skull while you're alive, is actually very soft. It's like melted butter soft.
That's freaking crazy, bro. I never knew our ears stopped growing. Now that I think about it, man, looking at other people, I have seen how they kind of have bigger ears, man. That's freaking crazy, bro. Ears never stop growing, man. And the freaking brain, my hair right now is freaking butter when it's in this state. I guess that's why when you freaking, I guess, bang your head to get some, your brain is always so sensitive because it's that really that soft. Like I said, learning new things every single day with you guys too.
So it turns out, according to Young Thug's lawyers in day 2 of his trial, the term made popular by his song with Gunna and Future, Pushing P, apparently means pushing positivity. Not only that, but his lawyer also claimed that his name meant something different to what you probably thought. He said if he could ever make it as a musical artist and help out his family, himself, and his many others out of this endless cycle of hopelessness, he would be truly humbled under God. That's what Thug means. Ah, bro's getting light.
That Young Thug case, man, where people said truly humble on that guy. I don't know who be coming up with this stuff, man. If it's his lawyer, but and if he came up with that on the spot, I guess that's the best he could do. He probably did good in other circumstances, but what do you guys think, man? Is Young Thug innocent or guilty, bro? Is he gonna get off or not, man? That's gonna be an interesting case, man. I still gotta pay attention to that because it's still ongoing to this day.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, this an ugly ass dog, bro.
It didn't look like he had some human eyes. Like, I give him that.
Did you know that one of the top 10 most haunted dolls in the world lives in Australia? These are the ghost stories from our own backyard. So sit down, dim the lights, as I tell you about the story of the Let Me Out doll. In 1972, Kerry Walton and his brother decided to explore an abandoned house that scared them as kids. While exploring this house, Kerry found a strange-looking doll with a wicked grin under the floorboards. Kerry thought it was the body of a small child at first, but on closer inspection, it was a wooden doll dressed in green with a long braid. Kerry and his brother decided to take this doll home and put it in a sack in the back seat of his car. At one point, they said that it looked like the bag was moving. The brother made a joke by shaking the bag and screaming, "Let me out," which is where the name came from. And ever since then, strange occurrences have followed this doll. It is reported that Letta the doll moves by itself, with strange scuff marks appearing on the doll's shoes and around the house. His movement has also been caught on camera. The presence of the doll itself has been known to make people sick and even faint at the sight of it. On further examination of the doll, it was confirmed that the head of hair on this doll was human. Walton took the doll to a museum where experts said that the doll could be around 200 years old, and that it was from Eastern Europe, most likely Romania. Walton also took the doll to a psychic, and the psychic said that this doll was inhabited by a young boy who died from drowning. And Kerry thinks that this is the reason why it's always raining when they go travelling. At one point, Kerry Walton did try to get rid of the doll by selling it, but said when he got to his car, it was like a physical force was stopping him from getting in. Ever since then, the Let 'Em Me Out doll has become an important part of his family. Despite its frightening appearance, Walton has said that the doll has actually brought good luck to his life.
That's some creepy looking doll, man, and it has some freaking weird occurrences happening around it, bro. It was always raining where, I guess, where the doll was at. He tried to sell it. He said it was like a horse trying to stop him from doing it. And they said that the freaking hair on the doll was human, so that raises many, many questions. Tell me in the comment section down below, guys, if that doll cursed or it's just a regular old doll. Interesting case.
So do you guys want to learn about a creature that's actually scarier than the Native American skinwalker? A lot of you have not heard of this, and is actually believed to be the reason why so many people go missing in the national forest. Check this out. Let me know what you think, and let me know if you have actually heard about this.
Okay.
Alright, so unfortunately, the original origins of the flesh gates, that's what are these creatures called, are not known. A lot of people believe that they're cursed spirits, evil spirits, or an unknown cryptid that we haven't discovered. And they like to wreak havoc, and actually people, when they encounter these, most people don't survive to tell the tale. They are also shapeshifters, and unfortunately for a lot of us that live in the United States, they have been sighted in national forests where a lot of people go missing and disappearing without a trace. So one of the things that we are warned through Native Americans is never to whistle when you're out in the woods, and there's a reason for that. This particular creature actually is attracted to people when they're whistling out and about in the woods. So in general, they are predatory against humans, and many believe that they lure people by attracting you and calling you by name or trying to mimic somebody you actually love. Let me know if you want to learn more about these in part 2.
That's just in freaking case, bro. They said they're more dangerous than that freaking Native American skinwalkers. What would happen if a skinwalker one of them meet? Would they like freaking fight, or what would happen between those two? Definitely going to do some more research into that one, man. Because he said the origins, they really don't have a lot on them, man. But that's why they be going missing in the woods. We don't know, man, if this is fake or could it be true. I need you guys' help with that one.
If you see someone with a face like this, run as fast as you can and don't look back.
This kind of looks like an edit.
What's wrong with you?
Before showing you the end of this video, I must warn you it's less scary for my subscriber who have liked and shared the video. John was driving home late at night when suddenly a woman, with her face distorted and barely recognizable, appeared in the middle of the road, forcing him to stop. She claimed something had taken her child. Her terror was real, her voice trembling with each word. John was shocked, paralyzed with uncertainty about how to respond. Observing her bizarre, warped features, he realized this was more than just a distraught mother, but something far more sinister. Unbeknownst to him, this woman was the host to an insidious entity. Now John was really scared. Look what happens next in this video. Prepare yourself.
This is America's most haunted tattoo shop, the Convent Tattoo Studio in Deptford, New Jersey. This place is so haunted that clients have even walked out mid-tattoo because they were being touched and grabbed by the spirits. But why is this place so haunted? Well, they have thousands of haunted artifacts scattered throughout the tattoo shop that are sent from all over the world. They have 7 full-size human skeletons, yes, they're real, and they have a massive collection of true crime artifacts, including artwork from none other than John Wayne Gacy himself. The basement is an area that no one likes to go to inside of the shop. And when we stayed there for the night, we experienced some of the most terrifying activity we've seen in a long time. Something talked to us and moved an object directly in front of us on camera. The full video will be on my YouTube tomorrow, and I'll post more on here as well.
Definitely gotta freaking check that out, bro. That whole freaking tattoo shop, man. The head that they have freaking like true or real freaking human skeletons, bro. You can see why that joint's haunted, bro. What's the be around that? The head that they caught that on freaking camera. I'm definitely got to check out that footage, man. Double back and confirm and tell you guys if it was real or not, bro. You guys know the drill.
Here are incredible inventions that will change the world. First up is the AR contact lens developed by Mojo Vision. Think about the movie Iron Man, where whenever he looks at something, all the information about it is displayed in front of him. Well, these contact lenses will offer the same capabilities, but unlike the film, they're incredibly small and can be worn like normal contact lenses. They contain tiny displays that can show information directly to the wearer, and they're powered by minuscule integrated batteries. Next is the development of light-bending materials for camouflage, also known as quantum stealth. The concept is being developed by companies like Hyperstealth Biotechnology, and it's a sheet made from light-bending materials that can render objects, people, or even buildings seemingly invisible. So the Harry Potter invisibility cloak might soon become real.
Facts that will blow your mind.
Really, man. That's something we freaking want to dive into, though, man. Having tech that advanced, bro, that can really, even though like it has some great upside, but it can really have some bad downside too. Because what happens if bad people get access to that? I could just freaking throw the world to freaking chaos, man. Invisible cloaks, having all that information on hand. Can the world truly handle that? That's the true question we need to be asking ourselves. Something down below, what do you guys think about that one, bro?
There is enough DNA in the average person's body to stretch from the sun to Pluto and back 17 times. The average human body carries 10 times more bacterial cells than human cells. It takes a photon up to 40,000 years to travel from the core of the sun to its surface, but only 8 minutes to travel the rest of the way to Earth. At over 2,000 kilometers long, the Great Barrier Reef is the largest living structure on Earth. There are 8 times as many atoms in a teaspoonful of water as there are teaspoonfuls of water in the Atlantic Ocean. In an entire lifetime, the average person walks the equivalent of 5 times around the world. There are actually over 24 states of matter that we know of. Grasshoppers have ears in their bellies. Killer whales are actually dolphins. You can't taste food without saliva. Follow and comment below which fact blew your mind.
Yeah, some freaking mind-blowing facts, man. Like I said, they said if your freaking body can, the DNA of your body can shift from the sun all the way to Pluto, like around 17 times, man. The hell? Really goes to show you, man, how complex the human body is in the head that we have more bacteria in our body than actual cells, man. That's freaking kind of crazy too, bro. I love watching these fact videos when they show up, man, because I always learn something new with you guys, bro.
Here's why people don't believe China about this mysterious new illness that is sweeping the country right now. Footage coming out of China over the weekend, I'm not gonna lie, does look like a bloody teaser trailer for season 2, showing massive lines, people in masks, and local media reporting that hospitals like the one you're seeing right now are being overwhelmed with sick children with unusual symptoms. However, Chinese officials have repeatedly insisted that there is no new illness, but rather simultaneous circulation of several kinds of known pathogens, most predominantly influenza. Now, due to the fact that China has a history of not exactly being forthcoming when it comes to outbreaks, SARS in 2003 and COVID in 2019, the WHO made a rare public intervention and formally asked China for more information, citing a report on clusters of undiagnosed pneumonia in children. But I do come to you with some good news, because it seems the WHO are also saying that there are no new or unusual pathogens that have been found in the recent illnesses. Now, to be fair, the WHO have also faced questions about their transparency when it comes to reporting early in the pandemic. There's of them trust issues now. But a number of scientists who don't belong to either party say they suspect that the spike of illnesses in China could be attributed to the lower immunity due to them coming out of strict lockdowns far more recently than other countries. They say the situation does warrant close monitoring, but urge against an overreaction. But of course, I'll keep my eye on this and let you know how it all shakes out.
Here are...
That's something we definitely gonna have to keep an eye on, man, because you know what happened last time, I guess, with the COVID and crap, man, and you know how I guess they were mad when that came about. But they said that who was in on here, who just got on it, man, just started asking questions, make sure nothing was going on. But hey, you still gotta do your own research, still gotta follow up on that, man, to make sure, I guess, everything's on up and up, bro. I have to do some more research with you guys on that one, man.
6 of my favorite science facts, and they might blow your mind. First of all, the sun is so huge that it contains 99.8% of all of the mass in the entire solar system. Jupiter seems big, but it's nothing compared to the sun. The planet Mercury, despite being the closest planet to the sun, is not the hottest planet in the solar system. Venus is hotter because it has an atmosphere that traps heat. Even though we suspect other moons and planets, Earth is still the only object in the universe confirmed to have a liquid ocean on its surface. We have found multiple objects that are made of diamonds, and it even rains diamonds on other planets. But the only place we've ever found trees is on planet Earth. So in the universe, wood is more valuable than diamonds. Speaking of trees, sharks are older than trees. Shark fossils date back to 450 million years ago. That's 90 million years before the first tree. And finally, even though we see the solar system drawn like this, the scale is very, very wrong. The distance from the sun to Uranus is actually twice the distance from the sun to Saturn. Let me know what your favorite science fact is in the comments below.
Wholesome facts that'll make your day slightly better, part 1. When a human sees a puppy, a chemical called dopamine is released in the brain. Elephants also release dopamine when they see people, meaning that they think we're cute in the same way we think puppies are cute. There's a YouTube channel called Dad, How Do I that teaches young people things that would typically be taught by a father figure. From how to change a tire to how to tie a tie, fans of the channel think it's super helpful. When you're on a walk with your dog and they stop to take a dump, you may notice that your fluffy friend is staring at you as they poop. They do this because they're in a defenseless position and they're trusting you to keep them safe. There are more public libraries in the US than McDonald's. After the horrific events of 9/11, a small Kenyan tribe known as the Maasai people gave 14 cows to the US in their support. The man who played Mickey Mouse ended up marrying the woman who played Minnie Mouse, meaning that true love actually exists.
That's freaking crazy. I never knew that Mickey and Minnie got together, got married. What the hell? And I hear about this, how elephants, how when they see humans, they get the dopamine levels too, because they think we're cute, bro. That explains how sometimes I be seeing like videos of how when freaking elephants meet humans and stuff like that, how they always like be playful and always try to help them out. It's all coming together, man. Learning these new facts with you guys, bro. There were some wholesome facts, man. Tell me you guys' favorite one down below.
There's a wood that's more expensive than gold. These are the top 5 in the world. At number 5, we got Ziracote at $150 per kilogram. Mainly used in furniture and even musical instruments. It's not endangered, but it's relatively rare, which drives the price up. Next up is our famous sandalwood at $220 a kilo. Probably the most versatile wood type ever, used in decorations, perfumes, even in food for flavor, right down to our most popular watches. It's actually a very common wood, not endangered whatsoever, just has an insanely high demand, which brings the price up. Third place, we got Brazilian rosewood, priced at $700 a kilogram. Once a popular choice for fine furniture, it now has heavy restrictions on harvesting due to risk of extinction. Number 2, we have African blackwood at $8,000 a kilo. This is where things get a little crazy. Thought by many to be the most expensive wood type ever, it has a beautiful, rich, dark center that costs so much due to its scarcity from overconsumption. And the most valuable wood in the world is this watch on my wrist. No, I'm joking. We actually don't use any of these endangered species in our products in order to keep our prices fair and save these trees from extinction. So you're not going to believe this, but the number 1 most expensive wood in the world is first grade agar wood, priced at $100,000 a kilogram. Known as the wood of the gods, it's so expensive because the tree that produces it must first be naturally infected with mold, which causes it to produce a stress-induced aromatic resin called aloes, which is used in high-end perfumes and sacred religious ceremonies. Can't lie, I'm kind of curious to know what that smells like.
Fun fact, baby.
I never knew, bro, how freaking wood can be more valuable than gold. What the hell? Just blew my mind. Damn, bro. Can't believe it. That freaking agar wood costs $100,000, man. And the processor here that you have to set that up, man. How to say it had to be infected with mold and stuff like that too. And it's called the woods of the gods, bro. No wonder why it costs that much, man.
Baby carrots were invented by California farmer Mike Urosic to solve the issue of what to do with ugly, misshapen, or small carrots that couldn't be sold at the grocery store because people don't buy ugly vegetables. When Mike would harvest his carrot crops, up to 70% of the carrots he pulled out of the ground would go to waste because they were bent, broken, or ugly. Mike hated his carrots going to waste, and Mike's wife Terry hated cutting and peeling carrots when making dinner. And one night she told him, "Why can't you do something about this so I don't have to spend 3 hours every night chopping and peeling carrots?" So Mike repurposed a bean cutting machine to chop the ugly carrots into 2-inch pieces. But customers told him they didn't want to cook with the carrots, they wanted to eat them as a snack. So Mike built a whole new factory, where the ugly carrots were cut into 2-inch pieces, then peeled with a rough stone roller, then polished with a smooth stone roller, and then put into bags. In 1986, bags of Bunny Love baby carrots hit grocery store shelves and were an instant hit. In 1987, carrot consumption in the US had increased by 30%, and by 2016, baby carrots made up 70% of all the total carrot sales in the US.
One of the most painful disorders you probably have never even heard of. It's called hydrocephalus, and it's a neurological disorder caused by an abnormal buildup of fluid around and within the brain. This excess fluid causes the ventricles to widen, putting harmful pressure on the brain's tissues. In the worst cases, those who suffer from this disorder describe the pain as blinding, with one individual saying on Reddit that the fluid buildup on your brain feels like your skull wants to split in two. Hydrocephalus is often present in varying severities at birth, but scarily can result over time from damage or injury. The most common treatment is by surgically inserting a shunt into the brain, which drains excess fluid into either the chest cavity or abdomen so the body can absorb it.
It's freaking crazy, man, that they had to go through that, bro. You see the build-up in the brain, man. And I guess it makes that's why they heads are shaped like that, bro. It's crazy. I never knew that freaking even existed, bro. It just blows my mind, man. Things your body can do, bro, it's scary. Truly.
Everyday things you didn't know: the posts and bags stuck in them when they stand too close to the sides. These nylon bristles play with your mind and make you keep your feet away from the escalator's skirt panels, hence avoiding accidents. 3. The dot beside the iPhone camera. For those of you who consider yourselves masters of the iPhone selfie, then you may have wondered about the function of the little dot in between the camera and the flash. Well, as it turns out, this dot is actually a tiny microphone used to record audio and cancel out noise too.
Really? Never knew.
Here are 3 cool facts about heaven. Number 1, heaven is a physical place. Jesus told his disciples that he was preparing a place for them, which according to Revelations contains physical things such as horses, a temple, trees, a glorious city, and much more. It's going to be amazing. Words can't describe it. Number 2, no, we do not become angels. Us dying is a relocation from one place to another. A place changes, but the person will remain the same, meaning us. Meaning we'll have glorified bodies, but we won't be with angels. We'll be surrounded by them. Number 3, heaven has an entry fee. Yes, you heard that. The only way to get to heaven is through Jesus. He loves us so much that he sent his son for us, filling the gap between us and God, and between death and life. So through him we are saved. So if you confess with your mouth the Lord Jesus and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you'll be saved. And right now we're going to do a quick prayer to allow Jesus into your life. Are you ready? Dear God, I know I'm a sinner and I ask for your forgiveness. I believe Jesus Christ is your son. I believe that he died for my sins and you raised him to life. I want to trust him as my Savior and follow him as my Lord. From this day forward, guide my life and help me to do your will. I pray this in the name of Jesus. Amen. You just did the biggest W of the century. God bless you guys.
Interesting facts about heaven. That was mind-boggling. It's freaking crazy, bro. If you're gonna do, you know, to do research on that, man, you gotta go directly to the source, man. If you want research for that, bro. Not too many words to describe that. YouTube, that's it for this video for you guys today, man. Like I said, guys, as been seeing, we've been growing, so I appreciate the support, man. Like I said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man, so we could grow even faster. This is a new year, man, so hopefully, like I said, this can be a good year for us. You guys can catch you in the next one. I'm out. Peace, YouTube.